You think your kindness makes you strong? It doesn't. It makes you predictable, and predictable men don't get respected. They get used to it. They get drained. They get smiled at while they're being carved open, piece by piece, by people who learned a rule you still refuse to learn. The world doesn't reward goodness. It rewards leverage. You've been trained to believe that if you keep giving, eventually someone will notice. That if you stay patient, stay understanding, stay the bigger person, life will repay you. That your kindness is an investment. No, your kindness has been a subsidy, a silent tax you pay to cowards who don't have the spine to ask for what they want, so they manipulate you into donating your time, your attention, your energy, your forgiveness. And you call it morality, you call it love, you call it character. I call it a trap designed for men who want to be liked more than they want to be free. Here's the brutal truth. The version of kindness you've been practicing is not virtue. It's fear wearing perfume. It's the fear of conflict, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of being abandoned. So you offer yourself up. You soften your edges. You make yourself safe. And then you act surprised when people treat you like you're safe to exploit. You were lied to, not by one person, by the entire culture that benefits from your compliance. Tonight, you're going to replace that kindness with something colder, something cleaner, something that actually protects you. You're not going to become cruel. You're going to become deliberate. Because deliberate men don't beg for respect, they generate it. And if that sentence makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the last honest signal your old self has left. Let's rip the mask off. Kindness isn't the problem. Unconditional access is. Your life has been an open door and you've been proud of it. You let people walk in, take what they want, and leave their dirt on your floor. Then you clean it up and call it loyalty. A powerful man doesn't live like that. A powerful man is not nice. He is clear. He is selective. He is dangerous enough that kindness from him means something. So, here is what you replace it with. Not hatred, not bitterness. Precision. And the first principle is going to hurt, because it exposes why you've been losing. Principle 1. Kindness without consequences is a bribe. Look at your so-called kindness. Be honest. How often is it just you trying to buy peace? You do favors you don't want to do. You answer texts you resent. You tolerate disrespect with a polite smile. You let people talk over you, cancel on you, minimize you, and you keep showing up. Why? Because you're trying to purchase safety. You're bribing the world. Please don't reject me. Please don't attack me. Please don't leave. And the world takes the bribe and still does it anyway. Because bribes don't earn allegiance. They attract criminals. Most people don't interpret your kindness as goodness. They interpret it as permission. They read your softness like a contract. You can do this to me and I will stay. The powerful don't give kindness like a donation. They give it like a reward. If someone benefits from you while disrespecting you, you are training them to disrespect you more. You are conditioning them. You're building a monster and then wondering why it has teeth. Your move is simple and merciless. Attach consequences to access. Not anger, not drama, consequences. If they cross a line, you remove your presence. You remove your effort. You remove your warmth. You don't explain yourself like a defendant. You don't negotiate like a hostage. You vanish your benefits. That is how adults teach the world how to treat them. Principle 2. Replace being nice with being exact. Nice is vague. Nice is slippery. Nice is submissive. Nice says, I don't want tension. Nice says, I want you to feel comfortable. Nice says, please approve of me. Exact says, this is what I accept. This is what I don't. Exact is a blade. Most people are not kind. They're unclear. And unclear men get colonized. Their time gets occupied. Their attention gets hijacked. Their boundaries get slowly pushed back like a weak army retreating one step at a time until they don't even recognize their own territory. You've lived like that, haven't you? A little compromise here, a little tolerance there. You let one disrespect slide because you didn't want to be too much. You let one betrayal slide because you didn't want to be controlling. You swallowed one insult because you didn't want to ruin the vibe. And now you're living in a life designed by other people's appetites. Exactness changes everything. Exactness means when someone asks for your time, you don't say, sure, out of reflex. You pause, you decide. You answer like your schedule matters. Exactness means when someone disrespects you, you don't laugh it off. You don't pretend you didn't feel it. You name it with calm dominance. You look at them like they just revealed something ugly about themselves. Exactness means you stop rewarding behavior that weakens you. Your new language is not emotional, it's surgical. I'm not available for that. That doesn't work for me. Don't speak to me like that. No. And here's the part you're scared of. Some people will leave. Good. They were never loyal to you. They were loyal to what they could extract from you. Principle 3, the world doesn't respect sacrifice. It respects standards. You've been told sacrifice is noble. In a story, maybe. In real life, sacrifice without standards is self-erasure. You think people will value you because you suffer for them, because you tolerate it, because you forgive, because you keep giving. Listen carefully. People do not value what costs them nothing, and your kindness has been cheap because it costs them nothing. You're the always available man, the reliable man, the he'll understand man, the man who takes the blame, takes the hit, takes the emotional labor, takes the inconvenience. And what do you get? A pat on the head, a thank you that feels like a receipt, a temporary feeling of being needed, which is not the same as being valued. The powerful live by standards, not sacrifice. Standards are expensive. Standards force people to rise or lose access. Standards create gravity. Standards tell the world you are not a public resource. You don't need to tell people you have standards. You need to enforce them. When you stop overgiving, you will feel guilty. That guilt is withdrawal. Your nervous system is addicted to approval. Let it burn. Let it scream. That's old programming dying. Principle 4, your kindness made you transparent. Replace it with mystery. The kind man reveals everything. He explains himself. He over-communicates. He tries to be understood. He shows his hand early because he thinks honesty will protect him. It won't. Transparency in a predatory world is a self-written manual for how to manipulate you. When people know exactly what you fear, exactly what you want, exactly how to guilt you, exactly how to pull you back in, they don't need to be strong. They just need to be observant. You've been teaching people how to control you by showing them where you bleed. Mystery is not lying. Mystery is withholding. It is psychological armor. The powerful don't narrate their inner world to everyone who asks. They don't rush to explain their choices. They don't plead their intentions like they're in court. They let people wonder. Because when you are too available, people treat you like furniture. When you are not fully readable, people treat you like weather. They respect what they can't easily predict. So stop performing your goodness. Stop advertising your loyalty. Stop announcing your pain. Let your silence do some of the talking. Let your absence create a question mark. A question mark is more powerful than an apology. Principle 5. Replace mercy with deterrence. You think mercy makes you moral. Sometimes it does. But most of the time, your mercy is cowardice disguised as maturity. You keep forgiving people because confrontation scares you. You keep giving second chances because you're terrified of being the villain in someone else's story. You keep tolerating because you don't want the guilt of cutting someone off. So you become merciful, and they become bolder. Mercy without deterrence is an invitation. A man who cannot punish is a man who cannot protect. Read that again. If you are incapable of withdrawing your presence, your resources, your affection, your help, then you are not kind. You are captive. Deterrence is not cruelty. Deterrence is clarity with teeth. It means the first time someone violates your boundary, they feel a cost. Not a lecture, not a debate, a cost. You don't need to shout. You don't need to rage. You simply change your behavior. Your warmth becomes winter. Your attention becomes silence. Your generosity becomes locked behind a door they no longer have the key to. And if they ask why, you don't plead. You don't over-explain. You let them sit with the consequence. Let them taste the reality that you are not a doormat with a heartbeat. Most people will test you once, some will test you twice, but they will stop when they understand you are not safe to disrespect. Principle 6. Stop trying to be loved, start being chosen. This is the real poison. You want to be loved so badly, you've been willing to purchase it with self-betrayal. You don't say what you mean. You don't ask for what you want. You don't demand respect. You don't walk away when you should. You keep the peace while you lose yourself. And you call it love. That isn't love. That's a hostage negotiation. Love that requires you to shrink is not love. It's occupation. The powerful do not chase love. They build value, build standards, build a life. Then they let people qualify for access. They don't want everyone. They want the right ones. They understand a dark fact. If you are liked by everyone, you are useful to everyone. And if you are useful to everyone, you are owned by everyone. You don't need mass approval, you need alignment. So you replace "I hope they like me" with "Do they earn me?" Do they earn your attention? Do they earn your loyalty? Do they earn your trust? Or are you just handing it out like candy because you're starving for connection? Starving men make terrible deals. Stop making deals. Principle 7. Strategic kindness is power. Emotional kindness is slavery. Now we arrive at the replacement. You are not becoming cold for the sake of coldness. You are not becoming cruel. You are becoming strategic. Strategic kindness is when you give from surplus, not from hunger. Strategic kindness is when your generosity is a tool, not a compulsion. It is when you choose kindness as an expression of strength, not as a plea for acceptance. Most people are kind because they can't handle tension, because they can't handle someone being disappointed in them, because they can't handle being alone. So they serve, they appease, they overgive. That's not kindness. That's emotional slavery. Strategic kindness has rules. It has timing. It has recipients. It has boundaries that do not bend because someone pouts, cries, threatens, or guilt trips. And here's the part that will separate you from the herd. Strategic kindness is willing to be misunderstood. You will do the right thing for you and let them call it selfish. You will protect your time and let them call it cold. You will enforce respect and let them call it arrogant. You will leave when it's necessary and let them call it cruel. Because you're no longer living for their story. You're living for your future. And your future does not belong to the version of you that needs permission. Now listen, we're not done. Because the final step is not a tactic, it's an execution. The identity death. Kill the good boy in you. There is a part of you that still thinks being good will save you. That part is a child. A well-trained child. The good boy who learned early that if you behave, if you're helpful, if you're agreeable, you'll be safe. You'll be loved. You'll be spared. So you became the peacekeeper, the rescuer, the nice guy, the reliable one. And it has been killing you slowly because that identity was built for survival, not domination. You can't step into power while dragging that corpse behind you. So tonight, you kill it, not by becoming evil, by becoming sovereign. You stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You stop giving discounts to those who disrespect you. You stop being loyal to those who are merely familiar. You stop calling self-abandonment kindness. And you accept a reality that will make you lonelier at first, and then unstoppable. When you stop being easy to access, you will lose the parasites. You will also lose the comfort of being needed. That is withdrawal. That is the old world trying to pull you back into captivity. Let it. Let it scream. And keep walking. Because on the other side of that loneliness is something most men never touch even once in their lives. Self-respect that doesn't require applause. A spine that doesn't fold under guilt. A calm that doesn't come from being liked, but from being aligned. You will still be kind, but your kindness will no longer be a leak. It will be a weapon you holster. A gift you choose, a warmth you grant. And when you withdraw it, the room will feel the temperature drop. That is power. The conclusion. Become the man. People cannot afford to mistreat. If kindness has cost you, it's because you used it like a currency to buy love. Stop! Replace it with standards, exactness, mystery, deterrence, and strategic generosity. Stop being soft where you should be solid. Stop being available where you should be selective. Stop being merciful where you should be memorable. Because the world is not going to protect you. The world is going to test you. And every time you fold, you teach it what you are. So decide. Are you a sanctuary or a target? Are you a man or a resource? Are you kindness as strength or kindness as surrender? This is your initiation. Most people will hear this and retreat back into the comfort of being used because it's familiar, because it's safe, because it lets them avoid responsibility. But a small minority will feel something else, a cold recognition, a quiet rage, a hunger for sovereignty. If you're one of them, prove it. Stay. Subscribe if you're ready to be rebuilt, not reassured. Comment one sentence, "My kindness is now controlled." And then tomorrow, enforce one boundary without explaining it. Not to be cruel, to be free, because from this point forward, you are not here to be liked. You are here to be impossible to exploit.